Hi. A couple of weeks ago, Marcus and I were walking in New York City, and we came across this box of candies, which I really like, by the way. This is not an ad for this company, which I've never been able to pronounce anyway, but I do like their stuff. So, even though it's got the hazelnut, and anybody who knows me knows that I don't like any nuts, but for some reason this giant nut inside this chocolate is great. It just feels like crunchy stuff within chocolate, so I'm okay with it. So I found this. We were walking along the street, somewhere near like the Bowery, like down there, like that area, and it was sitting outside on a dumpster. But not like those really bad looking dumpsters. It's one of those like not hotel, like an apartment building dumpster on the ground floor that you lift up the little small lids. And it was sitting there. And I was like, "Oh, look, Jan, it's some Ferrero Rocher." So, and the usual response is like, "That's something sitting on a dumpster in New York. Like, let's keep walking." But I mean, I was looking at it, I was like, "Well, this looks like pretty good." So, and it's a lot of them. It's clearly like closed. So, I'm looking at it. I'm like, wait, I'm going to take a shot at this. I got to see what this is like. So I'm looking at the edges, and it's got the sticker that goes all the way around, and it's like closed up, and each one is individually wrapped inside. And so I'm thinking like, I'm going to take a shot at this. But this thing is, see, there's the edge there. Looks fine. I don't know about this thing. Oh wait, I should use my pointer. I think that's just the thing a tab to grab and pull open the thing, which is like clearly sealed all the way around. And then here's the back. And it's, well, that doesn't really help you, but now I got all the way around to the back side though. And here's the one thing that's like a slight, maybe, red flag. There's a piece of tape here. Can't really tell that's tape. There you go. There's a piece of tape right there. So that's where the gold sticker was compromised. A little bit. But just above, like the spot where the top and the bottom of the box, oh, that's the burnt side. The top and the bottom of the box like come together. So, I don't know. I'm thinking there's no way anybody could have, even if before that tape was there, they could have actually gotten into this box. I think it's fine. And I'm looking at the top of each one. They're all individually wrapped inside the thing. And then inside a box, which is like factory sealed all the way around. It's not like, you can't redo that. So, anyway, Kim has a different opinion. Kim, state your opinion.
Okay, so a lot of people are familiar with that Seinfeld episode where George Costanza finds a partially eaten eclair in the trash. And, this impeccable timing where he goes to grab the eclair, which is probably fine. It's probably fine. It was just resting on top of something in the trash. And I'm sure he wasn't going to, eat the part that had the bite. You'd probably eat around the bite. But of course, his girlfriend's mother or somebody walks in and he's in the middle. And they're horrified. And I am the horrified person in this scenario because all I needed to hear was dumpster. Like it was on the dumpster in New York City.
But it doesn't smell bad. I smelled it right away. But the outside doesn't smell bad, so it wasn't in any bad place.
The bad place was the dumpster. That's where it was.
I'm actually noticing a new thing that I hadn't noticed. Best Buy June 2016. So that could be part of why the person took this perfectly good thing and said, well, it is a little past the date. It's on this side for you to look at.
I think that tape is tampering, by the way. I mean, you could have a very sophisticated kind of serial killer on the loose here who's putting these tampered boxes of chocolates out on dumpsters. And, maybe after the person eats the tampered poisonous chocolates, they die, and then the killer's just sitting back laughing, going, well, I put it on the dumpster, asshole.
But
like, why did you eat them?
But who are they laughing at? Unless they saw me.
Well, they're deranged.
And then with a camera
I don't know
and put a tracking device on me to watch me at all times and listen to me. They're just not going to get any joy out of seeing the person die. And how would you get a thing in there, a needle that goes in there through to the inside and then inside the wrapper? I think this is like untampered with. It just got cut. So maybe the people at the store were like, "Oh, put a piece of tape on it." Then Muffy gets it for Christmas or like whatever, Halloween. And it's like, oh my God, Becky, look at this tape. And they didn't want it, and it said June, so they were like, screw it. And they put it on their dumpster because it was probably locked, and they were like, oh, this is just for trash or whatever homeless person wants it. But I think it's fine.
Well, okay, but you're not a homeless person. And I already told you, I will buy you this same box of chocolates from the store. Where you know that it's safe.
Actually, if you go out right now, buy the same box, bring it home, then problem solved. I'll eat that one. I'll put this out on our dumpster.
Well, we don't have a dumpster. Christmas is coming, and you never know. But I'm just saying, you have a job, and I have a job, and we can buy
but
this.
Look at all these Ferrero. There's so many of them. It's a big box. This is huge.
Dumpster.
You'd be wasting
sitting on the dumpster in New York City.
8 by 6.
This on the dumpster.
48 Ferrero.
I don't care. You could have a gourmet meal and a perfectly good wedding cake sitting on top of a dumpster. I'm not going to eat any of it.
Well, my plan, I think, what I want to do is just go in. I'll probably avoid this one. I'll probably avoid these two right here. I'll eat, maybe that one. Or I'll eat a bite of it. And then just wait a week. And then if I'm fine, we know they're fine. And I'll never eat these three maybe. Or here to here.
Look, it's your life. I would never tell you what to do and what not to do. All I'm saying is I feel as your wife that I have to at least express to you my concerns about where this came from.
What is your worst case scenario in terms of where it could have come from? Give me the whole story.
Well, it's sitting on a dumpster. You don't know.
We know that.
How many rats have traipsed across the top of it?
There probably were
Could
rat
be
feet.
Dirty rat feet.
Yeah.
All over the top of that.
On here, but I'm not going to lick that. And even if the rats went,
are you that desperate for chocolates? You can go to CVS. They sell this at the drugstore. You can there's one right up the street from our house.
Even if rats put their little tiny feet through there, touch their toe to the outside of this golden wrapper, I'd still eat it.
It's the idea of it.
And then tape it up again.
You don't need to do that because you can get these same chocolates at the store, and you know that there haven't been rats traipsing around on top of the... It was on the dumpster.
Well, I don't know. All of you at home can vote on what I should do. Should I take a bite? Should I just eat them all? Should I throw it right in the garbage? It doesn't smell. My theory is somebody got this as a gift. Or no, let me go take it back one further because you didn't give me your whole theory. But my whole theory is, okay, it's at the store. It's in some store. A little thing got caught in the machine or something right there. So they were like, oh, let's just tape it up just so the box can't come open in that little spot there. And then it was still on the shelf. Somebody got it for somebody else. They got it home and they're like, oh my God. And they were like, yep, I'm going to put this out on the dumpster. Although the June 2016 is a new twist on it because...
Did you notice this?
What? Yeah. That's another thing. That there's a little piece of the sticker.
Well, it's actually on the outside, I think.
Yeah, it's on the outside. It's part of the thing that came off.
Oh, see, this is all very suspicious. It's this. This is like some gold metallic, which is from the inside.
No, it's from this part. It's part of the thing that came off.
Aren't you? Isn't that suspicious?
I don't know. Maybe they took that and were like, well, some of it's coming off, so just take it off, stick it on the top. And I don't know. Maybe it was just extra, and somebody got it somehow, and they were like, oh wait, it's like this is expired. They might not have even noticed this. They might have just seen the date. Well, no, they probably saw the thing, the tape.
Let me ask you a question. Let's say you do eat these things.
Yeah.
Now, as you're eating it, are you not thinking about this smelly, disgusting dumpster that this stuff was sitting on?
Well,
because if I were eating one of these things, I wouldn't be able to enjoy it because all I would have in my mind's eye is this dumpster that may or may not have like human feces on it.
But here's the other thing. If someone's poisoned this stuff and was like, oh, I can't wait till somebody comes by and takes this, why would they put it on a dumpster? Wouldn't they try to put it back in the store or something where you'd be like, oh, I want that, it's fine. Dumpster just tells me the person who got it thought that was not good enough to eat.
There are a lot of deranged people out there, and there's no shortage of deranged people in Manhattan.
I don't know. I don't think it's... I don't know. And just so you know, right now it's December 18th when we're doing this, and the thing says June as the expiration date, and I got this in like the last day of November, I think. So, and I think chocolate, let's just say in a non-crazy poison way, chocolate is good still, right? If this were June and if it wasn't on a dumpster, you'd eat it, even though it says June, right? And it's now December.
If it wasn't on a dumpster,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that part.
I don't think so. They have preservatives and stuff. I mean, it would have to be like really like decade-old chocolate to be that bad.
And the thing is, it couldn't have been there long because that's not going to last, especially with homeless people walking around. Somebody's going to grab that. So that must have just come down from some really nice, non-homelessy, non-crazy, poisoning people that lived in a nice apartment building, and they were just like, "Oh, I don't want to risk that."
But all these questions, like, there's so many questions. Why don't you just get rid of it and buy fresh chocolates?
Because there's 48 filial right here, free. How can you turn that down? As soon as you buy a new one, you ruin the deal. There could be like little
dots of poop underneath every single one of these things.
How would it get in there? There's no way nothing got in there.
It's tampered with. You got tape over here.
I think in the next video I'm gonna take just the tape off and then see how much of the box we can lift up to see if you could even stick anything in there, and you'd still have to get it past the inner wrappers.
I just feel like the idea of it, like you don't know whose grimy, grungy, disgusting, filthy hands have been all over that box. You know, maybe somebody was like picking their nose, and then they like put their disgusting mitts all over this thing, and then they picked it up and shook it around, and then just wiped, and then put it back on the dumpster.
Well, that's the outside's fault. I'm not going to lick the outside. In fact, when I open it, I will take the outside off, then wash my hands, and then grab the chocolate.
But it's the idea of it. It's the idea that it was there when you know that you can just go buy yourself some chocolates.
These probably cost a lot.
I don't care how much they cost.
It's
too many. There's like too much that's unknown about this box of chocolates. But again, it's like it's your life, and I'm not going to get in your way. You want my opinion, and that's what it is.
All right, so everybody at home, tell us what you think, if I should eat it or not. All right. For now, it will stay in limbo.